Welcome to my channel. In today's video, we're diving into the Winter 2023 Hay House card deck subscription box filled with enchanting surprises. All right, everyone, it is time. We have the newest Winter 2023 Hay House card deck subscription box. Let's dive in. Okay, so we have to be whole in your life's journey. It is important to have deep roots and high branches card deck. Love that tree, that's beautiful. So more information, supposed to have a combined value of $60 in this particular collection. So we have Angels and Auras, Radley Valentine and Dougal Fraser. And Divine Masters, beautiful. And ooh, a new pocket size shaman book, and that's it. Let's evaluate the pocket shaman, mystical shaman side by side. You can see it's significantly smaller. The original box was quite big, and the deck was tucked within there. So this is the original card deck. So if you actually have them, you can get a sense of how much more convenient, space-wise, these are going to be for those who would like to keep a tin with them. And let's take a look at that deck together, since it is a beautiful addition. It's a lovely deck. So it has the card, the deck, book there. Let's see what that is like. The original deck, much bigger guidebook, and it has the photos, but obviously to save space they did not do those. But I think it's going to have a lot of the same message from the authors, law of synchronicity. So it looks like it's pretty complete, minus the photos. There are no photos in this one. So card 44, for instance. 44, sacrifice. It has the essence, the invitation, the medicine. Okay, so that's looks fairly complete. That's nice. Original cards. And as I always do, I dedicate with prayer to dedicate only for the highest and greatest good for all that receive and give messages through these oracles, and only for the highest good, most benevolent reasons and positive purposes for encouragement and learning to live in higher grade joy. All right, so here we go. We're going to go through the deck this way. Okay. I am totally stoked. These cards are just beautiful. They're perfect. They're easy to handle, and they're much easier than the other ones. I can manage these more readily. I like these. Let me go grab the other deck. Okay, so I just got my other tin from the fall, and this tin is a bit broader, a little bit bigger, and I'm really liking it. What I like about these cards, they're not as slick, and that's helpful with a smaller deck. Sometimes I find these other decks, they clump together more, and they're hard to see how they're just sticking. It takes some getting used to them and working with them, but these are sliding really well. These aren't clumping up. I'm loving it. This is far better, so I like that. These I found to be a lot more hard to handle. These were much more slick, but they're beautiful too. But the light seers, I like them, but for really working with, this is a better size. I like these better. With that said, I did travel recently with my light seers pocket deck, and I love it. I just love the way it works for on the road. It's just perfect. Yeah, working with this is just what I also have noticed with some of these decks is they won't stay super flat. And I don't know if you can see this, but they tend to bow a little bit. It's like they kind of go this way. They kind of bow this way instead of staying nice and flat. And you know, I guess it's the card stock. We'll see if these will hold their shape. They feel like they will. Very similar to cardstock, but maybe because these are smaller, they'll hold their shape more easily. We'll see. All in all, just beautiful, original style artwork. I love it. And let's keep going. Easy to spread. I like those. All right. Angels and Aura.
Hey friends, interested in more inspiring videos? Then be sure to tap that subscribe button. Liking videos helps tremendously too.
This guidebook is more about all the various guardian angels, divine magic. This is going to be fun to look into and see what they're doing. It is really a lot of studies. They do have some ideas on card spreads here. The color mapping spread. That could be fun. And then they have all the meat. They're attempting to blend the different spiritual beliefs, cultures, or schools of thought. They're calling it syncretism, and I think I pronounced that okay, but it's a new word that they've come up with. And I love this. This is so to my heart, to blend all the beautiful world beliefs and see where we can actually connect the dots. So I am excited to be in this wonderful deck. I think it's going to be really fun. So let's just take a look. They really did do some collaboration here. I can see it. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And He's showing off. They decided to create a deck that could be read upside down or inverted. Very interesting. So there will be a shadow message. And it'll be fun to play with this, because when I do shadow work, I think of it more as the undercurrent. It's kind of like if there's a volcano or of magma under the surface, that it is creating pressure, but it's not necessarily bad. It's just that it's a force that's coming up in your life that wants to really burst through the barriers and really helps to drive the growth that you're experiencing and how that can be managed more readily. So this is going to be a lot of fun. They're really bringing in the color healing, which I really want more color decks in my collection, so that'll be good. So let's play. Beautiful back, love it. And let's take a look. This looks so exciting. I love the variety of people, ages, and ethnicities, and genders, and all of it. So a lot of great fun here, and we'll do a reading with this in a little bit, but it is about the ability to decode the auras, receive divine guidance, weave in the healing from color energy, and just have more ability. I could see where you could get things like just some help with decisions. And it's beautiful through and through. The imagery is stunning and well conceived. So far, I'm real excited to be able to do some readings with this. But yes, signs and symbols, color, tastes, all the abundance of sensory aspects of our lives, our bodies, what they detect is part of the journey of being guided. What do we prefer? What do we don't like? What would we like to improve on? What do we want to go toward? What new experiences we are wanting for ourselves and our loved ones. So bring magical vibrancy to your spiritual practice and infuse some much needed color back into your life. Super excited. I think we'll go with that. Divine Masters. This is Kyle Gray's new deck. And Kyle has another real interesting way of portraying.
If you're enjoying this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel for more content like this.
His concepts. It says, Divine Masters, Keepers of ancient wisdom, I call on you now. Thank you for revealing to me what I need to know. I am willing to listen, and so it is. And here, the front top one has, Divine Masters within, the voice of my inner teacher, I call on you now. Awaken and activate. I am willing to remember you, and so it is. Ooh, I like the way these, when it comes to Bradley's and Dugan, Fraser's, they said, may the angels fill your life with color and magic. With this one, it's quite the prayer. I love this. So you have the two prayers right there. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. All right. With his book, his guidebook, he is showcasing some suggested spreads, building a relationship, and how to work with the cards. He's talking about Commander Ashtar, the Altinians, Blue Beings, Brigid, Buddha, Divine. I have another one of his decks. I'm going to go grab that, and we'll take a look at that too. Keepers of the Light. I'm very curious how this one is playing in with Divine Masters. So there's a Bridget in here, 33 and 22. There's a Bridget in this one, and there's a Bridget in this one. Let's see what they're doing. So inner fire and inner strength. With Divine Masters, Bridget is talking about let your passion lead you to your purpose, where in the Keepers of Light, we're talking about inner strength and move back to wholeness and recognize that you have the power. That's going to be nice. We're going to have, between the two decks, a more full understanding of the historical, archetypal wisdom, ascended masters that are in our life. So I'm excited. This will be good. So with Divine Masters, let's take a look and see what we can find here. Okay, beautiful cards. They are sticking and clumping up together initially. I'm finding it more, yeah, I'm having a harder time really moving the cards into the clumping up quite a bit. I'm having to work to get those. So that's one thing, but we'll see. And they are bowing this way, which hopefully they'll straighten up, but the paper is doing that, so that may be why it's a little stickier than the Angel Aura cards. Let's see, Angel Aura, oh yeah, they're much easier to work. They're super easy. They're much, much easier to work with. I like that about those in comparison. The angels, what I'm noticing on all these is that there's more of a white among all these decks. It's more like there's a lot more white this time. Maybe for winter they went with that theme, which is kind of fun. Feels brighter, more warm, and I'm enjoying the color of just feeling lighter. It feels more positive, more glow, more intuitive. So we have the shamans, we have the angels, and we have divine masters as our collection this time. And I'm really excited. Let's so I'm going to go ahead and just say this is a great collection. I really love it. As I said before, I have some of Kyle Gray's other decks, and they're really nice. Angel Prayers and Keepers of the Light. So I really see Divine Masters being a lot like Keepers of the Light. It just will, from what I can see, it's going to step up and add to the array of beautiful guidance and wisdom from deep, deep thinking, feeling, experiential knowledge, universal wisdom from all cultures and all, yeah, it looks like he went galactic on this one as well, which he did in Keepers of the Light. So it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to have to go through the guidebook and understand better what he's trying to work with exactly. It looks like universal spiritual guides operating on a multi-dimensional level, meaning that, like angels, they aren't limited by linear time and space, and therefore anyone can connect with and work with them. So no matter what their background or experience. So that's part of the thing I love about being in these decks, is bringing in the likes of Rumi, bringing in the likes of some of the Hindu, some of the Islamic, and some of the Christian, and some of the elementals. And this really can be a nice guide for those who are looking for something along that line. I'm trying to get a feel for where he's going with some of these, because like I said, I'm kind of feeling like there's a bit of an edgier feel to this deck versus Keepers of the Light. Let's look at some of the side-by-sides on his cards. Like Krishna, I mean, look at this. This is what I loved about what Keepers of the Light brought to light for me, was giving me something about Krishna, which is simply Christ. So here you go. This is another one of those universal wisdom in another era, another culture, but the truths still are there. So in the case of Krishna, Krishna is about devotion and trust your spiritual guidance. He's the Hindu god known as Mahavatar, the great avatar, and embodies divine wisdom. And he's from India, so but when you look at Krishna, it's very much like a Jesus style of a archetype, and the wisdom that comes through this is there's deep spiritual connection. And I don't know if there's a Krishna in this one. Let me just see. But that was one of the ones that I really loved. Oh, that's Angels and Auras. Had the wrong book. Let's see, do we have a Krishna in here? No, we don't have Krishna this time. Probably in favor of some of the others. But let's look at Jesus. And I'm sure there's a Jesus in this one. What I'm working at here is... But this one has a different vibe altogether. There's a Kuan Yin there. American Indian in this one, Egyptian. Another Mother Mary, we'll see that. And here's a Kali Ma there. Okay, this is going to be interesting. Oh, Mahatavar. Didn't he say that was... All right. Here's Master Jesus. And a Mary Magdalene. Okay, I'll put that there. And this one he did Holy Amethyst and Peace. And those, and it looks like he's done planets like Venus in this one. So let's see if we can find Jesus. There's a Saint Germain, very different. Oh, Kuan Yin, remember the other Kuan Yin? Melchizedek, I love that. There's Mother Mary. I love this Mother Mary. There's Mary Magdalene. Probably more interesting. I like it. I like it. Lemurians. There's the Kali Ma. Joan of Arc. And here's Jesus. So kind of this classical white Jesus versus one that probably is a little more authentic in the way he, the coloring and the skin. This one almost feels like some of the classical art that's been done through churches, Western churches, versus this looks a little more ethnically accurate. I don't know if it's accurate at all, but I just can see what he's trying to do is to say, let's look at Jesus in a different way. I know there's other portrayals of Jesus, like in Heaven is Real. There's an artist that they found, and I know it's the girl. She started drawing him around 13, and whenever you show it to anyone who's actually seen Jesus in their lives, they are just shocked and they're like, "That's him, that's him." So I don't think this one's exactly portrayed accurately. It's just that when you look at skin tones, you look at some of the, a little more in the Middle Eastern gene types. This one feels like, it's probably in good line. So there's that. And then with Master Jesus, and he does do a Master Buddha as well, but Master Jesus, this one is forgiveness, and this one is on acts of service. So you are on the path of love and light and forgiveness. Father, healing is possible at this time, and then when you serve, the universe serves you. So those messages are just expanding the work and the wisdom that the prophet, Master Jesus, whatever angle, perspective, that brother in our soul walk would be with us and say, you always point to the Father, the source. You always point to, that's where your power is. It's not through, I'm not doing anything. Everything I do is through the Father, which is source, in his realm, what he was explaining. So beautiful, beautiful decks. Like I said, it kind of depends on where you're attracted. I think both decks are going to be very helpful in my expansion of universal truth. So I'm very happy to have those.
Also, don't forget to comment down below and let me know what you're thinking of this video.
All right, that is just a quick run through. In our next videos, I'll do some readings with these decks, and along with the other decks that I've received last season. I haven't done as many as I wanted to do. I've been playing with them, and they're fabulous. So now that I'm in the mojo of these wonderful card decks, these subscription boxes that actually bring a variety of thoughts, inspirations, encouragements to you, I think we are on a roll, and I'm going to play with these in the next weeks and add them and combine them with my other decks and see where they lead and guide me. All the best. Thank you.